Welcome to Retro Inebriation.
We're going to be playing arguably the classic. I mean, you got Super Mario Brothers 3, you got the original Super Mario Brothers, but Zelda is in that conversation. Timer went off between episodes, so to stop in canon.
The evil forces
of Hyrule.
Whoa! What was that?
I said, whoa! So this is my current playthrough.
Would you like to tell them what BOH stands for?
Brenton O. Healy.
No, what's the O stand for?
No, I don't want to tell them that. Another day. Alright, so this is my current playthrough. I already have everything. I've got all of the items.
All the stuffs.
Yep. I don't normally get...
Big Shield?
No, I always get Big Shield.
Do you really?
I do.
I don't waste my time with Big Shield.
I don't normally get the magic book because I don't like the fact that it shoots fire, because sometimes I walk into the fire after I shoot it.
Did you take into account that you'd be playing this drunk?
No. Why would I get back here? So this is my current playthrough. On my to beat before 40 list is this game, but World 2.
Are you having swallowing issues?
I am. Now Brian has cats, and I'm allergic to cats. And makes me.
Don't blame me.
I didn't blame you. I guess I'm blaming God.
Because you're allergic to the cats?
Yeah. So I'm actually going over here to get a fairy before we go up to World 9.
I was hoping.
Yeah. Because I have all those hearts and they're all empty.
Thank God you're going to the ferry.
Right? I am actually on par for where I left. I left with 3 hearts. I got you with 3 hearts. It's perfect.
Only because you collected a heart.
Score. And you know what's special
about that?
Yeah.
There's a ferry.
You play the flute. Oh shit. No. Oh wait, no, it's the other one. It's the screen over. You go.
Yes! To the dungeon!
Yeah, if you go over here, that's the dungeon. That's screen over. Alright, that was...
We're gonna blame that on the alcohol, right?
Yeah, that was... Oh, absolutely.
I hope so.
Alright,
What the hell is he trying to show me?
So, do you know how to get to Dungeon 9?
Okay, we discussed that a moment ago. It's in between the mountains.
Yeah.
You're asking me, do I know how to get to the mountain?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to show me.
So,
This is the regular quest, right? This isn't the master quest?
right, this is the regular quest, because
I know nothing.
I have never beaten the second one.
I barely even played it.
I've played it a lot.
I'm sure you
And
have.
I haven't beat it. Okay, so...
Wait, is that on your Wait, I'm confused.
Yeah, so... On my to beat before 40 list is World 2.
Okay,
So, this is my current playthrough. I'm making up rules for myself, and the rule was that I have to beat World... I have to do it traditionally. I have to beat World 1, get all the way through before
you can go to World
I can
2.
go to World 2.
And it counts.
And it counts.
So that's why this is part of your
Yes.
before 40 list, even though you've beaten this before.
Right.
Okay. I'm following you.
Alright.
Got it?
Yeah.
Good. I wasn't.
Okay, I was like, I did get it. It's one thing.
So why do you think it's an issue in terms of how to get to World 9?
Because I'm not sure I remember.
You were asking for God. You think I remember what the map is like? I'll know it when I see it.
I think I know how to get there, but I was asking because I'm not entirely sure.
Oh my goodness.
I feel like I'm coming up on it. It's right over here.
Kind of like when we were playing Boy and His Blob in the last episode. It's one of those things with old school games that you have to memorize.
Yeah.
Either that or have like the old maps.
This is not right.
You remember when you were talking about the book that you used to check out from the library?
Yeah.
That they had strategy guides too, and you'd have full maps and things in Nintendo Power and Sega Visions. I think that was the name of their magazine.
Sega sucks. Other than Master System.
Seriously? I'm a Nintendo fanboy, and I don't think Sega
No,
sucks.
Sega's great.
What are you bitching about?
Because the reason why they failed was because of marketing.
Marketing had a lot to do with their success.
Where the fuck am
You're gonna keep talking, and we're gonna keep talking.
Okay.
we promised level 9 by the end of the episode we might reach level 9 and be like, and thank you for tuning in.
Go us.
You didn't get to make a statement in one of our earlier episodes because I went ahead and cut you off. Shocker, I know, but it happens. Right. And you were going to say, we were talking about Nintendo achieving great success with underpowered systems. Right. And you were going to bring up the fact that you thought that the Sega Genesis was more powerful than the Super Nintendo, which it wasn't.
I think that it was because
of course you think
the Super Nintendo gets bottlenecked. If it has 32,000 colors, that's great, but throwing it to a processor that can't process it.
Have you seen side-by-side comparisons of Super Nintendo games with Genesis game? What makes you think it can't process it? The games look beautiful.
They look great, but Sonic the Hedgehog looks better than Super Mario because Sonic the Hedgehog is able to process everything that's going through it at a proper rate. And Nintendo has to drop what they're putting through to make a wonderful game, but it's less visually impressive because it can't process it that fast.
Super Mario wasn't going for visually impressive.
Because it couldn't. Because it was bottlenecked. Because the Super Nintendo had all this fancy stuff in a smaller processor, so you have all this information trying to go
to the playing. Stop doing the hand gesture thing.
Smaller hole. I'm not in the right place.
Because you're talking about whether or not you can squeeze big things through small holes.
Right. And you can't. Or if you do it, it takes longer. It doesn't work as a section.
Let's not even go there, shall we?
We already have. Anyways. This is
You're fully powered Link wearing the blue ring, and you're still as you're running away from stuff.
Well, I'm trying to keep my health up on the way to wherever the fuck it is we're going.
Wait, does the whistle count as cheating?
No, because it only takes you to other dungeons, so it's just moving me to
somewhere different. I'm sick of looking at the same screens.
Because we both know the two rocks that we're looking for.
Right.
We just don't know where they are. Okay, alright, we're gonna try here. Oh, I got so excited with this.
Yeah, because it was a rock. You're like, I found it now.
We're looking for two similarly shaped rocks.
Yes, they're slightly smaller.
Right.
And they're side by side on the stage. And you can Photoshop all different sorts of things into my hands when I do that. The point being is that
it's not this way. It's not that way.
I'm
going the wrong way.
You wave at the screen like that's what it takes to go back. No. Link, turn around. Turn around.
I'm gonna try to go through here.
I know. Really?
Okay. But I'm going to the other side.
Well, as long as you feel that you don't need to go right at all, you're okay. Sega has done some really good jobs with marketing.
Yes. What's that?
But I don't think marketing is what killed them. I think them abandoning the Sega Saturn to go ahead and create the Dreamcast after such debacles as the Sega CD
and the 32X.
That's what led to their downfall because consumers didn't have confidence in them anymore. Oh. You created these add-ons and then barely made anything for them. And you created a new system and then went ahead and dropped that so you could make your new one. Even though the Dreamcast, in my opinion, is one of the best retro systems that there is.
Here. Or I've already been across here.
You've already been this way.
I've already been across that way. I don't know where I'm going.
We should have brought a map.
Do I go under?
People are going to see us wandering around.
No, I've already been here too. Where the fuck am I going?
I think what you need to do is go to the right side of the map and just walk up the shoreline. I think that's what's happening.
Okay. Alright. Okay, you want to try? Go.
Yeah,
go for it.
I'll walk around for a while. I'll stumble like an idiot. That's good.
So,
really how does controllers?
On Zelda they're the worst because
they're worse.
No, they are because they're programmed to be able to go 8 directions.
Oh, see, now I'm doing it.
But Zelda is programmed to go 4 directions.
So when you hit any of the little curves, it wants to go in one particular direction.
Because since you cannot go diagonal, it doesn't respond that way unless you're It's the only time that it responds if you're pushing both at the same time. I was super impressed with Drunk Me the other day.
Were you?
Right. Which means I don't consider myself super faster dead, because I refer to it as drunk.
Oh, because you're not drunk me yet.
Right. So, I was playing this game, this was about a week ago, week and a half ago. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to play The Legend of Zelda, I'm going to beat the first world, so I can go on the second world. This is my next game that I'm going to beat on my 440 list.
He's going to beat it.
I am. And so,
I
sat down, I started playing, and I was drinking. And
it's not the noise it makes when you drink.
yes, whoa.
We have plenty of witnesses that would disagree with you. Oh, and it's just those little bottles. Those little bottles make the coolest noise.
Right? So, I sat down to play, and I was...
Where are we at?
Where are we at?
In the game.
We're way to the right, and not in Dungeon 9.
That's good clarification.
So we were in World 5, and I started in Dungeon 5.
Now we were?
I'm transitioning. It's closer. So, and so I was in Dungeon 5, I had just beat it, and I was still drinking, and then I don't remember anything else. Okay? But a couple days later, I went to go play the game to see how far I'd gotten. I had beat Dungeon 8 that night!
Drunk you!
I can't remember anything me beat Dungeon 6, 7, and 8. Now, I had to go back and get a couple items. He didn't do perfect. But I was so proud of him. He did so well. I know it's to the north.
Okay.
It's to the north somewhere.
Here we go. We're going north.
But so much of this is gonna get cut. Like we're cutting
so
much.
I honestly think we should end the episode on, and we made it to level 9.
Level 9 next week. We'll go into the dungeon.
No, that's it. That's the end of the episode. New game.
Oh.
God damn it.
This screen is a reverse of this beginning screen.
That's why I said God damn it.
Not the beginning.
Oh. Damn it, yeah. I know it's up there.
My God.
We really should have mapped this out. And this is level 2. Jesus. Right up there?
Right, up there to the left, yeah.
Up there to the left. Okay.
Oh,
No. Well, you have a better recall of it than I do, because for some reason I was thinking that straight up was where it was. But all I had to do was walk up and I would have been there. We're really not good at this.
No. Okay. So, let me tell you a story about my grandmother, since apparently this is going to be an episode.
You do know I'm joking about that. We can go ahead and cut through as much of this as we need to get there. We don't have to put filler. Unless this is a really exciting grandma story.
It's a good story. It's a good story about my grandmother.
Okay, as long as we cut off all the other times we've been through this area so they don't have to watch the same crap while they're listening to your really good grandma story.
So, it starts with, the grandma story starts with me and my brother. And we're playing through the first world of The Legend of Zelda. And we had the map that came with the NES.
Right. Oh, that was a good one.
Oh, it was great. And we played through the whole game, and we would put marks where we burned trees, we'd put marks, we've been here.
This is what I'm saying, we've done all this before.
We put marks. Go up the ladder. I feel like you need to go up the ladder. I feel it in my soul.
Your soul was wrong.
It probably is.
Your soul was very wrong. To the left is where the friggin' arrows are.
Alright, okay. Don't do that. Go up the ladder.
Why am I listening to you?
Stop telling me what to do. Because I'm wrong.
I know you're wrong. That's why I asked why I was listening to you.
You don't have to give it a shot.
I don't?
You know why?
Why?
Because I have a pocket shot.
I love the fact that that was like some suave reveal for you. Look at this. I have a shot already.
Drunk me and sober me collaborated on the shot.
Oh, the two of you hardly ever agree on anything.
Ooh. Alright.
That was not smooth. I don't know if we are ever going to find level 9.
And then I'm playing Ocarina of Time.
Yes.
And I am using a strategy guide to find heart containers.
Sure, she
And my nanny, my grandmother, she says, you're cheating. She says exactly what you just said. She's like, you don't use strategy guide, you find them yourself. I found all of them.
Did you miss the part of the story where I said I've heard this before?
No.
Okay.
Go left.
Wait, do I listen to you or no?
You do. You do this time. Go left again.
I love the adamant tone in your voice.
There they are! I knew it!
You did! You knew
I
it! Did you just throw the bottle?
I did throw the bottle, Brian! I hope I didn't break anything.
You didn't break anything. It's a little bottle.
Alright, let's go in the
Okay, pausing. Before we go, well, I'll let you go in the dungeon real quick while I tell this story. Last time we were filming, I went over here to go ahead and put up some of these figures. The cats get into them if I leave them out, so I have to go ahead and put them up from time to time.
Cut that part out where I'm trying to guess which one it is.
No, I'm telling my story. They're definitely going to get to watch you bomb in 3 different
Alright.
locations. So, some of the amiibos start falling off the top of this thing, and Brett says, "Oh, I'm so sorry!" And he's sitting on the couch. He's not doing anything. And more of the amiibos slide off. He's like, "Oh my gosh, am I knocking those over?" No, Brett, you're not doing anything. You're fine. And he continued the entire time. He was trying to help. He was apologizing. Finally, when I was missing 2 more of them, as I was putting the rest of it up, he kept saying, "Oh, I don't see them. I don't see them." And I turn around from the closet, and he's sitting on the couch, looking at eye level, like the amiibos are just going to be floating in the air in front of him. This is what I deal with on a weekly basis.
I believe it. You're a trooper, Brian.
I do it voluntarily.
I don't need to be dying this fast because...
No, you do not, because we don't need to search for this again.
Alright, so where... I could play it next time.
You find one.
The dungeon. Alright.
I'll put money on that one.
I will put my bottom dollar. And of course you know my definition of my bottom dollar.
Yes.
Alright. Do I go north or south or west?
Okay, you clearly don't go south, because that's where you came from. You just were in the west room.
Well, but I came back so I could ask you which way to go.
Oh, go north.
Go north. Okay. I
thought this was going to be like Centaur Man, and you were like, "No, don't send me there!"
I don't remember. Ooh, the hamburgers.
They're like lights.
It looks like a hamburger.
I always thought they looked like rafts.
Like rats?
Rafts.
Oh yeah, they kind of do. No, I always thought they looked like hamburgers.
They're the reason I don't buy large shields.
And when they ate me, I thought I was the meat.
So they look like hamburger buns.
Yeah, that's implied. Oh no! Okay, what do I do?
What do you mean? You go through the door.
Okay. There's not a secret bomb?
There could be.
You don't know?
I don't remember.
This is gonna be bad, people. We're not gonna beat
I still think it's funny you promised them that. I said we're gonna beat it.
Okay.
You're doing pretty well so far.
Yeah.
Not when you went in
I
that
don't
first
know where
room.
I'm going though.
Maybe you'll find. Oh, now you're not doing so well.
Yeah, it's the wizards. Wizards are hard. Especially when they're around sexy ladies.
Damn it, Brent.
Sorry.
You have to watch the show Ugly Americans.
Ugly American?
You do. That wizard reference alone means you have to watch that show.
Shoot, I didn't
Remember when I told you, when you made such a big deal out of BoJack Horseman, if we ever went a week by without mentioning BoJack Horseman, I apologize. Because it's Brent's, at least top 10 subjects to bring up.
Yes.
Favorite show, but
Right.
top 10 subjects to bring up. Anyway, I mentioned to him once that I thought the BoJack Horseman was a combination of Ugly Americans from Comedy Central and Californication, the show on Showtime.
Kidding.
So you went the wrong way,
No, I went in a circle.
which is wrong.
Or a square, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna try going back to this way.
As long as you don't make the circle again.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna try bombing walls and pushing blocks.
But my point was Brent had never seen those two
Right.
shows. He's never seen Ugly Americans. He's never seen Californication. And after your wizard comment, you most definitely have to watch the wizard in Californication.
Alright, your turn. I thought it was going to be super entertaining.
I think us looking for the level was more entertaining than us playing the damn level.
Have we tried to bomb the North Wall? And go into
here we did not.
Alright, I'm going to do that.
Ta-da! They heard it. You don't have to make the noise.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's these things. Oh, I bombed them, but then I ran away to the south.
It's not him, it's the controls.
It was me.
Oh god, that was making an excuse for you.
I think it's so funny that neither one of us are willing to use the 2 potions that we have.
Because we want to see if we can get somewhere first.
We can edit. Even if this is an hour and a half long, we can.
We say that every time.
Mega Man 6 is like 40 minutes shorter than it was beforehand, and Ninja Turtles is, I don't even know. It's like a 20-minute video.
There's not even a video anymore.
Right.
It's Welcome to Retro Inebriation. Come back next time.
I actually stayed up after you left and beat that game.
I'm not surprised. Not in the slightest.
Alright, do you want to go through the door or do you want to go south?
Door. Totally door.
Alright. You need the lock door.
You meant the locked door. You said, do you want to go through the door or do you want to go south?
I'm going to just try to bomb both these walls and then we'll leave.
Okay.
Because we don't need keys, so whatever they drop, we don't need it.
I like that logic. I also like you not getting hit by the wizard. All that was good.
Yeah, that was good. Okay, I'm going to go this out. Alright, see?
Don't even ask my opinion anymore.
We're making progress. What is going on?
I would use a potion.
Okay, I'm
Because
going to...
you're going to have to search too much in that room. There's no way you're going to be able to do that without getting killed.
Alright.
I love how it actually takes the time
Yeah.
to fill up your hearts. It adds to tension if you're in a really bad moment.
Yes, it does. I dropped a bomb and I didn't mean to.
Did it just disappear?
I think it did.
I didn't see it
I
explode.
did not see it explode. Maybe the wizards turned off the...
As they floated through.
Oh, okay. It's the compass.
I can see that.
Now we know.
We do. We have the compass. We now know where the end is.
Right. Up or south? No. When we kill, don't we need to kill him? Don't we kill him? Isn't he deadable?
Yeah, he's most certainly deadable. Don't you have to kill the exterior ones first before you can kill him?
That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay. You asked if he was deadable.
No, when I said he's deadable, I mean we need to push one of those 2 things, right?
Oh, I don't know if the stones need to be pushed.
I think they do. I think those stones need to. No, those blocks don't move.
See, we think a lot of wrong things.
That was my first one.
Ever?
Oh, I would have wasted a key, but I have a million keys. Go to the next room. Should I bomb to the left?
He said go to the next room.
That's why I think I need to bomb to the left. See? See? I interpreted his
Message?
message.
Okay. Oh no. I love how it's a secret.
Oh, shooty monkey.
Okay. Okay, you only have 2 hearts left.
Should I kill him or should I keep going? Kill him. Should I kill him?
2 hearts. 1 heart. 1 heart.
I'm gonna use my other potion. Oh, I even bought bait. I don't know if we need bait.
Why would we need bait?
I don't know.
Bait's
Obviously, I
once in all
don't know
game.
what I'm doing. Oh, I have no idea what I'm doing. Alright, Brian.
Well, Ganon is north and west.
So we go south.
Well, knowing this dungeon, that would make sense.
Alright, let's go
You're
south.
gonna go south. I was gonna say go north, but that's okay.
Oh, no. Oh, I was listening to you. Let's go south.
No, I would have said go north. Which is clearly a bad choice.
Alright, so maybe there's a bomb on the wall here.
That's what we're supposed
Let's try that real fast. No!
You still have it. Good for you.
Ooh. Change.
Pactra has the map.
He has the map. Is that the circle thingy with the bell?
It might be.
I don't know the names of things. I still call keys bats. That's how. Oh.
Okay, I still call them bats too.
See, when you use the wand, it makes a fire.
That you walk into sometimes. Yes, we've covered this. At least we got 5 entries.
Alright. I have no idea where I'm going.
I know it.
Should I go in there? Yes, I should! I feel like I should! Because I said that, didn't I?
You
Didn't
did.
I say that?
You said that he needs to be defeated so you could push a block.
Yes. So that you
So
can
yes.
get...
So you very much feel like this is what you have to do.
I do feel that way. Come here, you stupid little...
You do. You feel that way, so kill him.
Little...
It helps.
Come here.
He dies better if you hit him.
Come here. Come here. You're within the... I don't need that key.
No, you have infinite keys. We've established this.
Yes. So, it won't be a completionist win because I didn't go and find the, what?
Wow, you're all the way over in the left-hand corner of the map. You got this. You got this. That was a delayed reaction. You stabbed that wizard, he stood there for a second and then he popped. Ooh, shot time!
Oh, no. Okay.
This is gonna be a tough level.
Alright. Alright. We're gonna do it, though. Sure. We're gonna do it for our fans.
Yes, they're counting on you. Salute.
To the things. Alright. I have 2 bombs.
Yes. Either south or east.
Either south or east.
Yes. South or east.
Okay. South. East. Damn. You were wronger than the wrongest thing. And I can't.
No more bombs.
And I can't move a block. Oh yeah.
That would have sucked.
Okay. All right. So we need. So we're just looking for bombs, I guess.
What a weird way to spend time in level 9.
Okay.
If we can successfully find bombs, we'll go ahead and cut to where we have bombs. If not, if you're still watching this portion of the video, it means we never found the bombs. Either that or we were incredibly witty. But at this point in the night, and the amount of shots that Brent has in him, I don't know if that's going to happen with us right now. What was witty? Okay, see, yeah, you're at the point where you just find stupid things funny now.
Oh, was that stupid?
No, we're stupid, not you being stupid.
Okay. So
Yeah, the light.
let's remember. I feel like that spot we were in up there is how you get to Ganon.
Right,
I believe that.
you do. Very, very strongly.
Yes.
Because you mentioned it before you even got to that point.
I did actually, if you remember.
I do, which is why I said it.
Which you obviously do. I'm sorry. Okay. All right.
Ooh, get it.
I got it.
Alright. Good strategy.
Did I strategic?
No, but
Oh.
it's such a fun Bush quote. I couldn't help myself.
I feel like this is the path to the other ring.
You think so?
I do. And obviously, you shouldn't listen to anything that I say this far. Because anything that I have said, other than, oh, go left for the 14th time, nothing has been right.
But that Ogo left was very important.
Yes.
We would not be here if it wasn't for that
That is
Ogo
true.
left.
Oh, this is hard. Oh, this is hard for a jump person. Okay. I just ran right into it. Okay.
I was going to comment when you first said, oh, this is hard. I was like, man, of all the things that you have to go through, that's really not that difficult. And then you had to throw in that little tagline for a drunk person.
Oh.
And I could not argue with you.
Do I don't have any bombs! I can't do
not
anything!
I haven't seen people drop bombs.
Should we leave and buy bombs?
What a horrible thing to have to do in level 9.
Should we leave him by bombs?
You might need to.
Okay, I'm gonna leave him by bombs. We'll come back.
This is the way we leave him by bombs as we die?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Doesn't it? If I have one complaint about this game, and this is one of the best games of all time, but
it helped establish so many key components to adventure gaming. I don't know if we could say one of the best of all time.
Alright. You're like so wrong.
Really?
If I had to pick one game that was the best game of all time,
Yes.
it's this game.
You think the Legend of Zelda, the original Legend of Zelda, is the best game of all time?
If you compare this to everything else on the NES in the time, there's nothing else that comes close to having the type of impact.
That's what I was giving it credit for, was impact. And
And
correct
the aging, it's still fun to play even after all of these years. I don't think there's another one. What other game do you think is this replayable, had this type of impact on gaming?
No, see, you can't keep throwing the impact one in there because I conceded the impact. That's what I think was so important about this game. But an impact on gaming as a history, as a timeline, community, however you want to put it, doesn't necessarily make something a great game.
But it is.
Or
You have
the
to take
great
it.
game.
You have to take it into consideration, though.
You do. I can't argue with that.
It's part of the equation.
Right. But even if you went into saying the sequels or the ones that fall in the Zelda history or what have you, those games in and of themselves still had that impact to the gaming world because they're a continuation of this game. And some of those I could classify as higher, whether it be because they start adding elements of story to them, or whether there's more versatility when it comes to the different types of dungeons or the weapons that you have available to you. For example, Link to the Past. Absolutely love Link to the Past. That's a game I think is ridiculously
Game
good play.
Informer just ranked Link to the Past as the best video game of all time.
Okay, so I win.
No,
What do you mean no?
because they're wrong.
No, but I just won.
No,
Mhm.
you did not.
Sure. Like, for
Are
example,
bombs in here?
there might be. Final Fantasy VI
Right.
is an incredible Final Fantasy game.
Yes.
And is ranked one of the top 5 role-playing games of all time. Final Fantasy VII, on the other hand, is only ranked about 70th.
Right.
So,
Which I think is ass backwards. I'm gonna tell you why. Is because look, Final Fantasy VI.
can I clue the audience in for a second?
Of course, go right ahead.
I found a top 100 role-playing games of all time list.
Which was
And,
wrong?
and when I saw that Final Fantasy VII was on it, I had to send it to Brent because that's an argument
It
that
was
plays
like
all the time.
55th or something.
I'm pretty sure it was closer to 70. And I think it might even be 72. But the point being is when I saw, you're drunk right now, you can't fight with me on that one. When I saw that it was that low on the list, I had to send it to him because we constantly argue between 6 and 7 in terms of
Right.
the best Final Fantasy game, not just role-playing. There are better role-playing games out there. However, that was the only reason I sent it to him. I don't think Final Fantasy VII ranks that low. He had already seen the list. And he prayed and hoped. He prayed to every single god that he believes in and then some that I would never see this list.
Final Fantasy VI was way high.
It was in the top 5.
Yeah,
It was like third
it
or
was like
something.
way high.
Yeah. But yeah. But 7 was all the way.
Right. And let me explain to you why I think that is badass backwards.
It's not backwards because 6 is still an incredible game. You can't deny
No,
how
it
amazing
is great.
6 is.
It is great. But if you compare Final Fantasy VI to Chrono Trigger, to Secret of Mana, to other, Mario RPG, to other great RPGs of, I already have 16. We can go back now. I don't know why I'm buying it. I just wasted money. But if you compare it to other great RPGs of the era,
This is an argument that we've had personally, not on film before, right?
right?
Okay. Because I was going to say, I feel like this would be boring if we repeat the same argument, but it's just one that we have over and over again.
Then Final Fantasy 6 is probably the best of all those games that I listed, but it doesn't blow them out of the water.
Well, I think the only reason that it doesn't is because of its graphical capabilities. Final Fantasy VI is very rudimentary.
Right.
It focuses more on the story, on the strategy, on the...
Oh, shoot, I thought
Again? That's like the third time.
we go up all the way to the top, right, and then to the left, and then what we do?
That's pretty much what we did, yeah.
Okay.
We just kept going up and then scooted.
You can't go to the left.
No, you can't hear either. Oh, damn it.
No, but if you go to the left.
That's not what we did, though.
Oh, shit. Wait, can I get there with the whistle?
Does it only take you to beat levels, or?
I don't know. That's
We're about
why
to
I
find out right now.
asked.
See, again, you played the game recently. I know you're drunk right now, but you played the game recently.
Oh, shit.
Did you avoid it on purpose?
No, I didn't. I was trying not to.
I haven't played this game in at least a decade, if not longer.
Alright,
So to the original point, in terms of calling, this the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be, why I decided to make a Bret Hart reference, I have absolutely no idea. But I still think that a game like Legend of Zelda Link to
Wasn't
the
that
Past,
originally a Muhammad Ali reference?
probably. I watched a lot of wrestling in the early 90s, so that's because I
realized that
I'm American. That's my excuse. I'm American.
Bret Hart was Canadian.
No, wrestling had more priority
I'm aware. Actually,
than boxing
well, okay, I'm not gonna.
and political issues.
No, we skipped it. Okay.
Alright, so whistling doesn't work. You're gonna have your hands tied when it comes to editing
The
this episode.
editing to make this.
The
video-
conversations that we've been having, the stuff that's been on the screen, this is gonna be a nightmare.
Yeah.
I do not envy you in the slightest. Because we've had some boring parts and we've had some pretty damn entertaining parts.
Right?
So I have no idea what the hell you're gonna do when
I
it comes
don't
to editing
either.
this thing.
I don't know. All right. Did we go up this ladder?
We went everywhere, Brett. Yes, this is it.
We got left again. I can't even.
If that doesn't make it into the final cut of the video, you don't know what you're doing.
Okay, I accept that. I didn't ever buy potion.
You didn't buy what?
We didn't buy potion.
Why did you?
I'm gonna remember.
Okay, you know what? That's gonna be our end credit right there. Then
Oh.
that scene is totally gonna be the end credit.
We will come back and finish this dungeon in a later episode. Okay.
We will. You know what? I'll make a deal with you.
Okay.
In your drunken state. You have to make it further in Mike Tyson than you did last time, which means you have to be able to defeat Bald Bull for us to be able to come back and try to not level again.
So, the following Wednesday, after I make it further.
It doesn't have to be the following Wednesday, but yes.
Alright.
Sound fair?
Sounds fair to me.
Awesome. See you next time.
Alright. Damn, we did that.